A very wonderful morning to everyone. Welcome once again to another new day with Rally Trade and Rally Academy. So we are here to look out for opportunities presented to us by the market and let us see how much we can make from uh, trading today. But from the look of things, we have just few persons on the call right now, and let's just wait a bit. Just in the next few minutes, let's say 2 to 3 minutes. Let other persons join the call. So when we start, uh, some persons not be left behind and start asking questions and the like. So just 2 to 3 minutes and we'll just fire down, right? So please exercise patience. Thank you very much. All right. Um, Thank you for your patience. Yes, for those who are just joining in, I entered the call earlier and I asked us to wait for others. So I'm sure you dropping the question you can't hear because you just came in, right? So we are trying to wait for you guys. All right. So I guess we just have to start right now. Okay. Just we have to start right now. A minute. Okay. I think it's fixed now. I'm sure you can hear me now. I'm sure you can hear me now. Abdurrahman, Hafiz, and every other person. Okay. Yeah. All right. So let's fire down. Now we'll start from the fundamental analysis. There are two ways or two major ways people trade. Actually, there are three. That's the fundamental analysis, technical analysis, and sentimental analysis. The fundamental, like we talk about now, has to do with the economic situation and how it affects price. The political effect, economic and socio-economic effects on price. Basically, in summary, trading the news, what's happening outside there, and how is it going to impact price? How is it going to affect demand and supply? technical analysis is just on the charts. On the charts, I look at price movements. There are pivot points that price will get to, and it might not continue, in that direction. So we look out for technicals to know when to buy and when to sell. And also, the last is sentimental analysis, which has to do with the overall market psychological state of participants in the market, looking at volume, the bandwagon effect, something like if you can't beat them, you join them. In this market, how many buyers do we have? How many sellers do we have? Things like that. Just to know the overall psychological state in the market, to know which side to pitch your tent, because at the end of the day, we want to flow with the trend, or we want to follow what is reading. You want to join the bandwagon. You want to join every other person to do the same thing. All right, because majority carries the vote in the market. If you have more buyers than sellers, then there will be more demand than supply. And when there's more demand than supply, price tends to go up. And vice versa, if you have more supply than demand, excess supply, right? So you find out that sellers tend to drop prices in order to sell, so price falls. So you want to know all of this things. That's what sentimental analysis is all about. But the most popular we do is fundamental and technical. So this morning, let's start from the fundamentals. What are those things that can impact, or how would I put it now? Those things that can affect price movements this morning or today, right? Those things that can alter the delicate course of demand and supplies. You can still get Abdurrahman, Mr. Victor, do something. Like what? Is the audio not clear on your side? Because I think every other person can hear me. All right. Okay. All right. Where do we get sentimental? You can also get sentimental from Forex Factory. You can also get sentimental here for Forex Factory. All right. If you come all the way down, all right, you can get sentimental from this place. Now, this is Euro USD. You have 60% buying and 40% selling. All right. And the same thing for GBP USD. USJPY, 30% buying and 94% sellers. Now, overall state of the market, you can use that. Now, one of the major disadvantages of sentimental is the fact that it's quite unstable. That is, things tend to change very fast. Things tend to change very fast. So if you have more buyers than sellers now, the number of buyers can just reduce all of a sudden drastically, within the space of 5-10 minutes, 30 minutes, everything has changed. So if you are still in the market as at that time, it might not keep going the direction you saw at the beginning. Okay, so sentimental is temporary, but we can do more. That's why we do more of fundamental and technicals. All right. Now back to our Forex Factory here. Now for today being the 31st day of October 2023, Tuesday, now the last trading day for this month. So what's possibly going to happen? Now we had some fundamentals already. That's from the Asian session, which is from JPY, that's Japan, New Zealand, even from Britain also. Also Chinese yuan, but we don't trade that majorly. Now, if you notice, we had fundamentals at 4:28 a.m. for the Japanese yen, and I'm sure it gave a lot of strength to the. Okay, sorry, it didn't give strength rather to the Japanese yen. Instead, I think dollar gained over the Japanese yen. So if you check the Euro USD pair, you'll see that it has been going up massively. Since the early hours of today, it has been going up massively. Now, for those ones that we are yet to see, there's still another tentative news for JPY, which is the Bank of Japan press conference. And also, for those who trade Canadian dollar, GBP is expected to be out by 1:30 p.m. today. And at the same time, we're expecting employment cost index from the US. That's as at 1:30 p.m. Then at the same time, by 2:45, 3 p.m. But I want to go with the high impact news, the one with the red envelope, the high impact news. We are looking out for consumer confidence by 3 p.m. for the USD also. And finally, for today, by 11:45 p.m., also in the Asian session, we are looking out for the employment change, also the employment rate for the New Zealand dollar. Majorly, instruments like Japanese yen, or currencies like JPY, we have AUD, we have CHF, and also NZD. Those four, you will find those major currencies traded in the Asian session. They are more for the Asian session. We have three sessions now, but we used to have four. We have the Asia, we have the London, and we have the New York. Right now, we are in the London session. New York session will also start later in the afternoon, but the Asian session is already over. But before, we used to have Sydney from Australia, but now it was collapsed. Sydney and Japan was collapsed into one and named Asian session. So instrument, no wonder you'll find the likes of JPY early hours of the morning, the middle of the night, JPY. Also, if you look at news from NZD also, you find them in the middle of the night. CHF also middle of the night, all right? So 10:45 p.m., Asian session has already started. That's why we're going to have this news at that time. Now, we don't have much to go by until later this afternoon. Personally, I'm looking out for this Canadian dollar GDP and the employment cost index from the US, as well as the consumer confidence from the US by 3 p.m. All right. So, but before then, what moves can we catch in the market? What moves can we catch in the market? Please, I think for those who can't hear, I think it should be good now. You should be able to hear me clearly. You should be able to hear me clearly. Let me quickly do, please, before I start getting to the charts, if you can hear me, please type a yes on the chat box. The audio is very low. If you can hear me, please type a yes. All right, thank you very much. I think I have a lot of questions. So for those who feel the audio is low or anything, or you can't really hear me as much, please check your network, check your device, all right? Check your network, check your device. All right, now let's go to the chart. You see, trading is a business, all right? And hence, it needs to be treated as such. There's a right perspective to the market and a wrong perspective to the market. You need to understand the overall psychological state of the market. Now, what do I mean? For example, now, when we talk about friendship, some persons, everybody have their own opinion of what the ideal friendship should be. When we talk about relationship, everybody has their own opinion. We talk about marriage, you have your own opinion. When we talk about school, education, everyone has their own opinion of an ideal education, what it's supposed to be. Now, it doesn't mean that you're always right. It doesn't mean you're always right, right? Sometimes you are right, your opinion is right to an extent, and sometimes you might be wrong, okay? Now, in other words, in this market, a lot of persons have their opinion of what this market is. A lot of persons also have expectations of what they want the market to do. Now, the market does not know you in the first place. You are just one of the millions of persons in the market. So, in other words, insignificant. You're just following what the market is doing. All right. Now, on your own, you cannot move price. Now, also, you are a player in the market and you want to pitch your tent to what the majority are doing because majority move price. Two things move price. Is either everybody is buying or majority are buying, price goes up, or we have more volume for buys to push price up, all right? So at every point in time, what I'm trying to say here is you don't bring your expectations to the charts. Like, oh, for today, for example, now, I expect USD to start falling. It doesn't respect your opinion. Price has what it wants to do. Yours is to find out what is this price possibly going to do. Follow what you see, not what you think. All right. Please, a lot of persons make that mistake in the market. You come with your own, bias in the market. Now, the market has a structure. There's a modus operandi to how the market operates. All right. So your job is to first of all know how this market operates. Hence, you learn about the market, trading education, technical analysis, fundamental analysis. But putting those things to use now determines how much you make in the market. For example, now let's start with the analysis of USD JPY, for example. Now, first of all, I want to see the strength of these currencies. Okay, so I can see it's all through yesterday. From yesterday, JPY has been down. Sorry, dollar was very down. JPY was, slightly strong. Hence, you can see this massive downward push. This massive downward push. Let me centralize my charts. This massive downward push yesterday. Now, ordinarily, this was our level of support from yesterday. This was our level of support. We had one support here, which price has already broken, right? It was a resistance coming all the way down. Now, we had another support here, which price bounced off in the early hours of yesterday, but broke that particular support. Now, I knew that today price was going to go up, but I didn't expect it this very fast. I didn't expect it more of the Asian session. I was hoping to come catch more of the move in the New York session, right? Hence, price has already moved now. So what do I do? Do I join the train or do I hold on for another opportunity? Two things can happen right now in this market. Now, for those who do not understand how to do simple, basic technical analysis, let me do this stuff all over again. Let me change this stuff. If you want to know when to buy or when to sell, do these simple steps. Do these simple steps. Now, price action. Number one is to know the flow of this market. Where is this market heading to in general? Is it generally moving up or generally moving down? Every market has a trend. Is either an uptrend, a downtrend, or is going sideways. So I want to follow what I see, not what I think. Now, what do you see? This is very myopic. Hence, I can't see the overall view. I need to go to a higher time frame to understand the flow of this market in general. My D1 is good, but I prefer to use my W1, weekly time frame. So if you click your weekly time frame and you zoom out a bit, you'll find out that USD JPY does more of, after a range, upward movement. Massive downward movement, but upward movement. So whatever happens in this market, every single time market comes down, it goes up more. It comes down, it goes up more. It comes down, it goes up more. All right. So this guy is an upward movement instrument. That is, it has an uptrend. So what do I do with that bit of information? If I'm going to trade with USD JPY right now, I'm looking more for a buy, less of sell. More of a buy, less of sell. That's the first step. The first step is determining your trend, the order of the flow. So I want to follow that particular order, right? Good. Now, the second thing is I come down to my lower time frame and I look out for my support zones, my resistance zones. Please, if you don't understand support resistance, you need to attend Rally Academy, whichever location you are, please, right? So I look out for my support and resistance. Key levels. What do I mean? Places where I find out that price has a cluster, a range. For example, now, I noticed that all through this place here, price found it hard to go above this level, this level. This one you can see here, this level. Every time price goes, comes this high, it drops. If it comes this close, it drops. Comes close, it drops, So price can, it took a while for price to go above this particular level. What we call it is a resistance level, right? Resistance level. The same thing, look for where price find how to go below. This level is a support level. What do I mean? When price came this low, it went up. Came this low, it went up. Even if candle goes below, it rejects. Came up. Every time it comes to this low, it goes back up. It comes here, it goes back up, right? Now, I just need to have that at least 2 times, 3 times. I can identify it as a support. Support is down, resistance is high. All right. I think we're on the same page right now, right? I think you're understanding what I'm saying. I'm trying to be as simple as possible. Right? Trading is not that hard. You are not just paying attention to what needs to be paid attention to. All right. So I identify my resistance, I identify my support. Then I also have another resistance, which is here, right? This is the highest point. I see price find it hard to go above this level. Although this week now, what resistance is not a line, it's a zone. All right. So some persons will say, oh, why don't you take it from this week here, the highest point? I can just draw it like this. So it identifies the zone. I mark the zone to the highest point. Right. So it's a zone and not a line. Okay. So then I have the lowest support here where price got to yesterday and stopped and couldn't continue going down. All right. That's my lowest support my recent lowest support right now. So price came back into this zone and it has bust the zone and is into this next zone. So what can possibly happen? Because price moves towards support and also towards resistance, is either price comes back down here and goes up, because it's an uptrend. It's looking for every excuse to go up, right? Or price just continues going up from where it is right now. Price can keep going up from where it is right now, continue going up into this our resistance zone, or it makes a little bit of retest because it just broke a resistance level. Sometimes it will retest that resistance level immediately, then go up. Sometimes it goes very high before coming back to retest. So one of two things is bound to happen today. Okay. Now, as much as I want to give you, oh, just buy now, you can buy right now and price still comes down first before going up. Or I ask you to sell right now and price just keep going up, right? So hence, what do? We do a pending order. We do a pending order to catch either of the moves. Either of the moves, all right? So a pending order for a buy is going to be at 150.317, 150.317. And we are going to take profits at this our zone here. We're going to take profit at 150.539. 150.539. So we want to catch either of the move the market is ready to do right now. Now, what I can assure you is that in the long run, price will go up. In the long run, the most preferred place price should go is up. Okay. So if you have the funds, just enter an instant buy. An instant buy for USDJPY is fine. Now, even if it comes down, you just have a little drawdown, then it goes back up again. All right. But if you don't want to see any of such, a pending order is okay at 150.317 and taking profit at 150.539. Now, for a sell trade, now I don't want to go below this my particular support. I don't have enough room to operate here in the sense that if I give you a sell trade, if price wants to come back here, our risk to reward is low. Like, we're not going to catch much pips. In fact, I think this is even less than 1 pip and less than 10 pips rather. Just 10.1 pip, which is not significant, not significant at all. Right? So I wouldn't prefer the sell, but if you are doing the sell, you can sell USDJPY at 150.082, 150.082, and you take profits, let's say, and you take profit at 149.918. 149.918. We have more room for the buy and less room for the sell. All right, for USDJPY. That's just what we can catch for today. Now we don't have much time, so we need to move on. Now let's move to the next one, which is Euro USD. I'm sorry, I like to mark my zones down. I don't like I don't like surprises. I don't. So there's a saying: plan your trade and trade your plan. Plan your trade and what? Trade your plan. I plan my trade before it happens. So at every point, once I come to my chart and I look at my chart, I know when to buy, where to buy, and where to sell. So if it doesn't get there, you wouldn't see me doing anything in the market, all right? So this place I marked here is my resistance zone. Let me use my 4 hours so that you can see clearly. Now I have a resistance here which price broke yesterday, of which I want price to even break that resistance personally. Now this is Euro USD. This is Euro USD. Let me start this stuff again. Let me clear it. Okay, so we can start. Now the same thing I did for USDJPY. In which direction does price go more? Does price go more rather? So I want to follow that direction, right? So let's look. Which time frame are we using? W1. Remember, just switch to W1. If you are using your laptop, your mobile phone, most likely I would prefer if you slant your phone, not make it straight. Don't make it what do they call it now? Is it vertical? Make it horizontal. Slant your phone so that you have a wider screen. Now, then you go to your W1, zoom out a bit. Now, once you do that, now you notice that the flow of this market is more to the downside. Gradually it's edging down. Gradually it's edging down. All right, it's edging more of the downside. Now that's the flow of this particular market. It has like a force of gravity. No matter how high it goes, it drops. No matter how high it goes, it drops. And most times it drops way more than it goes up, right? So I want to join that particular pattern of move. The rule says buy at support, sell at resistance. A lot of us just apply support and resistance. We don't know when to use support, when to use resistance. Remember when I showed you my Euro USD, I'm coming to the 1 hour time frame. You don't get your entries. If you notice our entry point for USD JPY was gotten on a 1 hour time frame. You can as well get it on a 30 minutes time frame, a 15 minutes time frame. But you don't do your analysis from a higher time frame and you get your entry point from your smaller time frame, your lower time frames. All right. Now, back to our Euro USD. I'm still on my weekly. I'm just trying to determine the order of the flow of this river. All right. Where market goes more generally. Okay. So having done that, then I can identify my critical zones. Sometimes you can come down to your daily. For example, now on my weekly time frame, the current candle is a bullish one. It's a green candle, bullish. It's a green candle. So today has been bullish, right? Now, it means that price for today has a tendency of being bullish. Or if I look at my daily also, at least slightly bullish. Then I look at my H4. I look at my H4 is also slightly bullish, and my H1 is also giving me that bullish vibes. A bit of bearish, but now bullish, right? So there's a high chance that price for today might want to be bullish, at least till the next resistance, resistance. So on USD, Euro USD rather, because the flow of the river is a downward flow, I want to do more of sell. But it doesn't mean I can buy. I can buy the retracements, but sell the trend. I buy the retracement and I sell what? The trend. Please don't forget, you buy the retracement and you sell the trend. Now, where do I enter my buy? Where do I enter my sell? I need to know my support levels and my resistance levels, all right? So if I look at going by my the recent moves, I have my resistance here, my closest resistance here, right? Then I have this is the highest point. This is the highest point that has gotten to recently, like for the last week, this week, this is the highest point the price has gotten to recently. Okay. Now this is my overall support. But immediately I have a support level all the way here, which was my resistance for Friday. Price broke resistance, found another resistance, took that previous resistance as a support now for today. Okay, so what am I going to do with price for today? In the long run, this is what price is going to do. Let me tell you the future now. Let me go into the spirit and become a prophet. All right. Let me tell you the future of Euro USD right now. Now, this is what Euro USD is going to do in the long run. Now, I don't know how fast it's going to do it, but this is what's going to happen. Euro USD, if it goes up here, it can respect it, but in the long run, it goes as high as this. And the moment it goes as high as this, it will drop, and it's going to take days. It's going to drop for days, all the way back to our support, if not way more than that. Now, that's what Euro USD is going to do, because no matter how high it goes, when it comes down way more. No matter how high it goes, when it comes down way more. Now, check this one out. For 1, 2, okay, it was ranging here, went up, ranged, went even higher up here. Now, it took just 1 day to cover a lot of distance, right? The following day, it continued until it got back to this support level. Until it got back to this support level right here. Now, price has been doing the same thing. It's from that day, okay, ranged a bit, went up on Friday. Yesterday, we saw more bullish movement for Euro USD, right? Now, today, it can also possibly be more of bullish movement, but that bullish movement will end here. Yes, most likely end here. Once it gets here, it will find it very hard to continue. Instead, it can be ranging here, waiting for US dollar to take the lead, and once it does, it's going to recover, just like it did right here. Okay. So, but pending when price get there, yes, you had profit in the financial markets. Now, what we are trying to do, we are financial analysts. An analyst tries to predict, or we are trying to forecast the possible price movement, right? You're trying to forecast the possible price movement. So that's what we are doing, right? That's why I said profits. I want to prophesy the future before it happens. I know what should happen, right? Based on what price usually do. Okay. I'm not just trying to tell you what I think. I'm trying to tell you from analysis what should happen, all things being equal. At every point in time, 1 + 1 should be 2, right? So if I've noticed it before, and I'm telling you again, 1 + 1 should be 2. Now I'm telling you that no matter how high this guy goes, he's going to drop. And when it is dropping, it will drop very fast. One of the quickest ways to make money in this market is to sell the market. Yeah, one of the quickest ways to make money in the market is to sell the market. Look for instruments that are on a downtrend. I'm just giving you secret here, tips now. I'm giving you serious tips now. All right. Look for instruments that are on a downtrend, and every opportunity is takes to sell. Once you join that sell, guy, you're gonna make some good money. Okay. Now, all things being equal, now what are we expecting for today? Let me take these ones out. So for those who wants to sell Euro USD and make a lot of money in the long run, if this guy can mistakenly get here, just a mistake, just mistakenly get there, all right, then let me just stick to what we are doing. Sorry, I think I've been waiting for that particular move. I sold this guy. I sold the hell out of this guy. I milked almost everything from this. Okay, no, I didn't start from here. Besides this candle, I started from this one all the way here. I kept selling it. I had 8 entries, but I had it simultaneously on Euro USD and the same thing on GBP USD. The same move played out that day, last week. I sold both and I was just accumulating sell 0.5. I had 4 positions on Euro USD. I have 4 positions on GBP USD, making 8 positions. I was just selling them. And I used trailing stop to accumulate a lot of profit on that day. So I'm expecting the same thing. If you can go as high as this, I sell you. All right. These are the points where you use high lot sizes, like because your risk to reward is going to be much. So you use high lot size. These are the days where in one day you can make 500, you can make 400, you can make 605, you can make 1 million or more. These are the days where traders make a lot of money. Now, all that is happening right now, that has been happening yesterday, today, they are just little moves in the market. If you notice, if it goes up, it comes down a little bit, you are buying, you are out of the market. You jump out, you are scared. Now it goes up again and it comes down a little bit, you are out of the market, you are scared, your profit is reducing, right? But if you notice, check out how straight the candles come. So you can't take less from the market from such areas. Now for today, let me not boss much. I'm going to look out for pending orders also. In case price want to continue up, let's catch some of the move. Some of the move. Hence, I'm going to enter my buy at I'm going to enter my buy for Euro USD at 1.06276, 1.06276, 1.06276, and taking profit at 1.64. Supposed to be more than that. More than that. Sorry. 1.06496. Take profit at 1.06496. All right. Good. Now, but when price gets close here, there's a high tendency that price will, do a drop from this level. If price was here, I would have given us an instant buy straight up. Let's just buy the market, buy the retracement, right? Buy the retracement first. But price has already pulled up and is getting close to our resistance already. So we are not interested in buying the market again. But if price breaks resistance, then it picks our buy then as it continues at this point. Now on a sell, we are going to have our sell inside this zone. We're not waiting for it to come down. We're going to have our sell inside our zone. Inside our zone. Okay, I'm expecting the market to possibly do that kind of a retracement. So our sell is going to be close to our buy. Our sell is going to be at 1.060, 1.06060, 1.06060. Sell for Euro USD at 1.06060, 1.06060, and we take our profit somewhere down here at 1.05893, 1.05893. Don't forget, in the long run, Euro USD is going to come down, and when it's coming down, it will come down fast. All right. So just anticipate that move. Now, for those who have some good funds, I can tell you for free, just enter a sell right now. Enter a sell right now. As soon as it gets to resistance, then it will start falling. All right. Enter a sell right now. As soon as it gets to resistance, it will start falling. Now, for those who can't wait for it, but you have some good funds to hold on to the drawdown in case price goes as high as this, to hold on to that negative. But once it starts falling, then you are going to recover and it comes all the way down here. Meanwhile, you can add other sell position. Once you see massive sell movement, something like this or a little like this, then you can add other sells, instant sells, all the way. But these are the pending orders if you want to be conservative. Then GBP USD, where's that guy? I need this guy to pull up, but it hasn't. Sorry. Okay. Let me see. Okay, so I'm seeing on the chart, you still can't enter the trade on USDPY. I understand. So what's the possible chance or reason why it will not go like this as you prophesied? Okay, is it the Euro USD Prince will? Is it the Euro USD or USD JPY? I guess it will be the Euro USD. The possible chance or reason why it will not go like I prophesied. Okay, where is that Euro USD again? Okay, now these are the possible reasons why price might not go as prophesied. So this is a prophecy. This is a prophecy. The prophecy is, if you remember, is that in the long run, price does this, and the moment it can successfully go this high, then we are seeing this level of fall, just like what happened here. Okay. Now, what can hinder it is if US dollar, if you look at my currency strength right now, what is pushing price up is because euro is stronger than dollar, right? Euro is stronger than dollar right now. The same thing we saw yesterday. That was why you saw this particular move. Now, when it's like this, I don't want to sell. I don't want to sell. Right? The only condition for which price will fall is when dollar gets stronger than euro. Right now, it's 30% at 73. Overall, euro is strong. I want to give you that room. Keep going up, right? Keep going up. It's fine. But if euro, if it gets as high as this place, even if euro is stronger than dollar, right? Because these are the places where we call major resistance zone. Why? For price to go up significantly, and you see this significant fall, flawless fall, it means that there's a strong thing holding price here, like a strong force. Now, when price gets here, even though euro is stronger than USD, the best it can do is to be ranging, to just be ranging, to keep ranging, right? It will keep ranging. That means it's not having that momentum to fall. If it gets here, it can keep ranging, keep going up like this, trying to come down. You won't see that level of massive fall until the moment dollar can just go higher than euro. The significance is because euro has been gaining over dollar consistently for days, right? The moment dollar just goes as stronger than euro, dollar has the ability to collect all of those things to cover that distance very fast. That's one significant thing with the US dollar. No matter which currency gains over the dollar, go back to our USD JPY, you find out that no matter how much it comes down, where's that guy again? Now check back our USD JPY. Now see how this guy fell. It fell on Friday. It fell again yesterday, right? Monday, 2 days straight fall, or 2 trading days straight fall. Now, Just today alone, that has not ended. See how much distance it has covered because dollar gained its strength back. USD was stronger than dollar from Friday, even yesterday. Just today, that dollar is stronger than JPY right now. You can see how fast it has recovered. And just see, the distance is not much. It's not, see how fast it has recovered, right? So the same thing plays out also on Euro USD and on GBP USD. So what I'm trying to say in essence is that it doesn't matter what Euro is doing to USD now. Keep gaining, keep gaining. I just need that one day that dollar will gain over Euro and it will collect that gains all the way back. That's why I said, for those who have some good funds, sell now. No matter how far it goes, it will come back, all right, down later, okay? Yes, you can also put a sell limit. You can put a sell limit at this level here. I wouldn't want you to get as high as I can put sell limit at this level here to sell if price gets to 1.06733. 1.06733. That's the sell limit for those who wants to put that sell limit order there. So we're at GBP USD. GBP USD. In fact, I'm sorry. Let me quickly check some of these instruments that we possibly could have taken some trades on. Wow, like the DE. I forgot. I did forget. I forgot. We would have taken ourselves on this guy. Whoa. Meanwhile, Rally Trade has some weapons in our arsenal that we give out to clients to make your trading experience, very easy, very easy. For example, things like this, I will just give you that prompting to know when to buy and when to sell. Okay. What time frame is this? H1. I think my 15 minutes should have been giving me a buy. Aha. My 15 minutes should have given me a buy on this to catch that move. Okay. So this guy gives you, we have a lot of indicators that can give you possible moves of the market. Yours is just to follow those moves to maximize profitability. Okay. So this guy is coming down, but my 23.6% retracement level is trying to hold price right now. Hence, D30 is cancelled. It's possible to break it, but what will make it to break it? It's going to be hard. It'll be hard for Euro to break it. All right. There's a more than 70-80% chance of Euro coming down from there than going up. Okay. Where is this guy? Oil. We can't pick any trade. The same thing for gold. We can't pick any trade. So I was looking for something I can just ask us to buy or sell right now, which I can't find any. Okay. So let's just keep at what we are doing. Okay. Now this is GBP USD. This is GBP USD. This is the last currency we are going to do before we now dive into indices and commodities. The same thing. Look at the same move you saw on Euro USD. You can see the exact same move on GBP USD, right? And it came 2 days straight. It came back all the way to support level. 2 days straight, and back to our support level. So the same thing now, although here, if you have your stop loss, you're just taking out your stop loss, but still respected that particular level. Now, I have a resistance level here. The whole of this zone is a resistance zone. Let me see. Okay, so GBP2 is trying to gain over the dollar. Okay, no matter how much it gains, like I said, dollar will recover it back. Why? Because if you go to my W1, checking the order of this, the flow of this particular river also, what do you notice? Up or down? Please, I need your response. GBP USD, I'm on a weekly time frame, and this is how it looks like. So is this an uptrend or a downtrend movement? Down, down. Okay, good, down. Thank you very much. Downtrend movement. Now, what should I expect more? A buy or a sell? Should I do more buy or sell at this point? More buy or sell? Sell. Thank you very much. But I can only sell at resistance, right? I think I really appreciate you guys. You're flowing with me. Now, I'm looking out for more of sell because when I sell, the law of gravity will drive price down very fast. It takes little or nothing for price to go down, but it will take a lot of effort for GBP USD to go up, right? The same thing for Euro USD. To take a lot of effort. But once it starts to fall, it falls massively. Like you've noticed here, massively. If it goes up, take a lot of effort, falls massively. Goes up, a lot of effort, falls massively. If it takes, no matter how long it goes, it will recover it. No matter how long it recovers, right? Now it has been going, our trend has changed. Now, if you look at my weekly time frame, this place I marked here is a support level, and price is just coming out from a support level, right? So it's trying, I need to give it room for it to go up a bit before I can comfortably do my sell, okay? I need to give it that room for price to go up a bit before I can do my sell. So anywhere around here, I can't really do a sell trade, all right? Anywhere around here, I can't do a sell trade. Now, what do you notice? The only times price has possibility of selling well is if you can get possibly as high as this, okay, as high as this in recent times, because I'm flowing with what's happening recently. Now, from here, fall, from here, fall, from here, fall. Now, it goes as low as this, fall, fall, went even slightly higher. That means if I had waited and price got here before, because of all of these things, I placed a sell. If I had my stop loss, it took me out, right? But the moment it started coming back down, look at how much it recovered. So, you understand the cost now, right? So, don't have to sell it, even if it goes down. Market, the likes of JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs. Now, these guys don't trade like we do. These guys don't trade like you want to enter the market now, profit, and you get out. You must be your level of accuracy will be too much. Like it will be more than 90% for you to really money. So hence, you just look for the order of flow of the river. Where is this guy going toward? Okay, down. I want to sell. But caution now helps us to sell only at resistance. I can tell you for free that even if you place a sell trade on GBP USD right now, right, you will still make money. Two things can happen. It can start selling immediately it gets to this resistance, just like before. Let me see. It can start selling immediately it gets to this resistance level, just like before. Here, start selling a bit, all right? Or it goes higher, just like it did here. Now, but even if it goes high, no matter how high it goes, it will fall. So what those guys do is they don't mind. They just know that it will come back to that level and even go more. So they can sell, waiting for that time price will start to sell for them to be in profit. Unlike what we just sell down, if it's not going in profit, there's problem. You hit your stop loss, draw down, you don't have enough funds to hold your capital, too much, many can just, go against you. But so let's try to trade like the big boys, all right? So what to do here on GBP USD is price can get to our resistance level here, right? If GBP is still stronger than USD, if you respect this point, you might just see a little bit of retracement, But if dollar at that point is gaining some gain strength, it falls all the way down, right? So if that doesn't happen, GBP retains its strength, it ranges, it can break it. Sorry. I'm trying to tell you the possible scenarios. Not what I'm thinking, what the market will do, what the market does. It can break it and go to the next resistance. At the next resistance, it has the possibility of also coming down, given that USD goes above above GBP, right? Now, if the same thing that happens here, that I could not, worst case scenario that is price does this again, then pulls up again all the way to this resistance. Now, the advantage we have at this point is the fact that for all the times that GBP has been going on, breaking resistance, is winning out, is getting tired. It can't keep breaking resistance consistently. On a downtrend, no, that's not enough. On a downtrend, it's easy for price to break support and hard for it to break resistance. So that's why I say it will take a lot for price to keep going up. But the moment USD gains strength, right, it's easy to break support and we are back down here, if not even more. I don't know if you get my point, right? We are back down there, if not even more. So the overall best trade is a sell, but we cannot sell right now. If price gets to this resistance level, I would have just asked for a sell. If it takes you out, sell again. Takes you out. One of these three will give us our that. In other words, I'm too early to close my trade. Run and run and run. I can use the trailing stop or something like that, right? Okay, yeah, Afiz, thank you. Just if you don't have the currency strength meter, you can just do this. You can go to livecharts.co.uk. Let me see. You can go to, where did I go? livecharts.co.uk. All right, so from here, from this point here, livecharts.co.uk, just click on currency strength meter. Then you see the strength of currencies in bars. Notice that JPY, low bar, low battery. You know, JPY is low, AUD, USD, CHL, but Euro is high, NZD is high, you know, GBP2 is trying. Right, so I think the best currencies right now, apart from Norwegian krona and Denmark krona, Euro, NZD, GBP, they are fine. Right. If I bring it to my chart here, you see Euro, NZD, GBP. All right. See that they correlate. This is live. All right. They correlate. But you see JPY, USD, CAD, CHF, AUD. These other how many are they? 5. Yeah, they are not that strong. Okay. Okay. So let's now have our possible entry points. Possible entry points. Okay. Now, so in other words, what I want to sell limits. Let me take all of this guys. Sell limit for USD JPY. Okay, sell limit for USD, sorry, GBP USD rather, sorry. And the sell limit is not far. Sell limit at 1.21690, 1.21690. That means if it gets here, I'm banking on the fact that at least some retracements, even if the retracement gets back to this place, 1.21690 and take profit at 1.21434. 1.21434. 1.21434. Sell immediate because I think USD is beginning to gain some strength. All right, so we can see some improvement. All right, so sell limit for GBP USD. Now, because of a sell limit, I'd like to give us a stop loss on this guy. I'd like to give us a stop loss on this guy. So you will not be accumulating negatives. All right. If we are taking our sell limit from here, then I could have just said leave stop loss. Highest it goes here, then it drops. Okay, but because of the distance, let it take you out first, then you can now redo another sell if it goes even further high. So stop loss for this guy, let me give it some room. Our stop loss on our GBP USD will be at 1.21906, 1.21906, 1.21906. In case price is not ready to drop, it's better it takes you out in some negative, all right, while we wait for that particular drop. Then I'm giving us also, in case it starts dropping and it doesn't hit our sell limit, then we have a sell stop. A sell stop for GBP USD at 1.21308, 1.21308, 1.21308, and take profit at, let me use this guy, take profit at 1.210525. 1.210525. 1.210525. Okay, let's do gold right now. There's no time. Okay, no time, no time. Now, gold has been doing more and more of an upward movement. So let me just find an entry point for us. So you see this guy here, everywhere, anywhere around here is a buy for gold. And gold has started that buy already. So we need to wait for gold to drop a bit again before we can actually do another buy. But if we can't wait, then we can have a buy stop. Buy stop for gold. Buy stop. Buy stop at 1998.43. 1998.43. 1998.43, and it take profit at 2002 point. Okay, 2002, 2001.97. 2001.97. 2001 point. I don't want to go above the highest candles here for this week because it can be dangerous to do that. Then for a sell, is just going to be a retracement to the downside. Then we can sell back if it takes out the previous low. And take profit back to our, all right. So a sell at 1994.35, 1994.35, and take profit at 1991.42, 1991.42. I think the same goes for DE30. Because of want of time, that's why I'm just giving entries now. I'm not trying to explain too much. If this guy is going to go up, oil will really go up. If he's going to go up, it will really, really go up. Because this place has been a support level for oil for a while now. This level has been a support level for oil for a while now, starting from here first, then here. So price is dangerously looking like it wants to take our support. Now we'll have a buy stop, a buy for oil, comes back here and take out the previous high. A buy for oil at 87 points. Now this is oil, Brent, OILS, not oil WTI. 87.17. 87.17. Then it has some good room to go, and I take profit at 87.96. 87.96. 87.96. Now we are only doing a buy. We are not doing a sell. Only doing a buy. We aren't doing a sell stop. Is at support. Now, if I give you a sell stop here, say, okay, then let's take profit here. Price might just trigger yourself, then start going up. So we are not doing that. We aren't doing that. It's too much of a risk, all right? So we are only on the buy side. We are only on the buy side. We are not on the sell side for oil. Oil should do more of a buy. All right. So what else again? For those who you can do an instant buy oil. If you can't wait for the entry point, an instant buy for oil is also fine. Instant buy, just buy, like instantly. All right. Instant buy is also good for oil. D30 also, that moves straight, come down back to our support level. Okay, so we're also going to have our pending orders for D here, here. Okay, pending orders for DE sell at 14,799.0, 14,799.0, 14,799.0, and take profit at 14,769.2. 14,769.2. Then the occasion of a buy, then we can as well do our buy this way. We have more room for sell and less room for buy. Okay, follow what you see, not what you think. So our buy is at 14,846.1, 14,846.1, and a take profit at 14,876.4, 14,876 point, right? So these are entry points for that we have right here. Oil, Brent, not WTI. On Rally platform, you just see OILS, that's all. Oil. Oils. All right. Okay, so I guess we can call it a day today. No time for other instruments. So I guess we can call it a day for today. Now, I wish we had more time. We could have done the basic principles of doing a technical analysis, like the basic technical analysis that works. All right, the basic technical analysis that works. You don't just come into the market, bring in what you think to the market. The market doesn't recognize you, right? Now, all you need to do is to think like the market. What has the market been doing over time? Is the market most likely to do it right now? If it's yes, join. Okay, when is it most likely to do that same thing? Which is most likely support or resistance? Then join from there, right? So I look out for what the market has been doing. If it's an uptrend or a downtrend, if it's an uptrend, I want to buy. So is it most likely to buy now? On the condition that is at support, yes, then buy. If it's not at support, I either wait for it to come to support before I join that buy. Okay, so think like the market. Do not just do what you think. US 100, there's no time, there's no time, there's no time. Meanwhile, there's no clear direction of where price should go. It can either go up or down. Pending orders too should do. Pending orders for US 100 should do for buys or sell, but it's too much of a risk. I need price to go to one direction so we can predict it going the other direction. I'm sorry, let's not do this US 100. It's too, price is not doing something that is predictable right now, right? So let's not do this. It's much of a risk. So thank you very much for your time this morning. Wish us a wonderful and a peaceful day. A wonderful and a peaceful day. All right. All right. Thank you so much.